Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Guys, when I walk out onto the grass here at Saban Field, this is one of the most iconic places in all of college sports. When Bryant-Denny is good, it's one of the most dynamic home field crowds. They are so excited to welcome back their Crimson Tide, and they are really loud early in this pregame. I'll keep you posted on how loud, how crazy, and how frenetic it gets here for the Crimson Tide. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Fielded in the end zone. It's Rogers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. From the gun. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook.
And that ball is live in the backfield. Defense has it. They're on the move.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
Driving forward, it's Williams. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Notre Dame right back to the line. Quarterback changing the play. Here's Carr to throw. Caught. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Trying to slip through and pick it up. And he's not going to be able to convert. Not down just inches shy of the first down. This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a fourth down stop.
Yeah. Good. No, I'm showing what you're doing.
So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The offense stays on the field. They just have inches to go on fourth down. Looking for the marker. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. He'll bring it out. It's Rogers. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Austin Mack shoots it to the left. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
The run inside. It's Danzy.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
He barely got the ball and just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. Notre Dame lines up quickly. The give is to Williams. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down.
I like the way this offense is ending the first half. Like, putting a good drive together. I like the running down here in this area. You got to be physical in this part of the field. You've got a good lead. You've got a chance to go in the half with more momentum, continue to run the ball, eat the clock, and put some points on the board.
Fourth down, Carr. Hauls it in. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Motion from the wide receiver. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Out wide right, it's Flanagan. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He can Glad to have you with us from Davis-Wade Stadium in Starkville, Mississippi. It's the Syracuse Orange and the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
History was made in Starkville, Mississippi. Did you know that Davis-Wade Stadium for the Bulldogs of Mississippi State is the second oldest Division I-A campus football stadium, opened in 1914 as Scott Field. The cowbells are clanging every time you visit Starkville, Mississippi. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Mississippi State about to boot it away as we start the festivities. He'll bring it out. It's Hill. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and this crowd getting even more juice.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on fourth. And Jelly to throw for it on fourth. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldog.
And I'm kind of surprised. That's his first rush of the football game, and they give him the football, and you see why this dude is a baller. Like, give him the ball, he can make people miss, and he can hit home runs, put points on the scoreboard really quickly. Jesse, one touch, one touchdown.
Yeah, and I think the offensive coordinator now is kind of hoping he probably scripted this game a little bit differently. He should have done it on the first drive. They didn't give him any touches, but he's now earned a lot more carries. You're going to see this guy get force-fed now the rest of the game after that run.
Coming out with it, it's Hill. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, Davey.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Jelly from the gun on third down. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Syracuse right back at it.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Rides to the back. Powers through the defender. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Syracuse has a really nice drive going.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Steve Angeli. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Second and long here. Right side, it's Clement. Got 9 yards on the play. Leaves him with third and a yard. If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this third down in Starkville. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
New running backs.
Makes a grab and room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. In the red area, it's Johnson. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Out wide left, it's Meyer. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Paul.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. Now a timeout was called. Play clock was all the way down to 2. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. Trying to power it in. And he's in. Touchdown, Orange.
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
And the extra point was good to finish things off.
Got the farthest deep raise. Shit, nice.
From deep, it's Johnson. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. They'll start on the ground with Buck Bothwell. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. We've played 1, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the 1st period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the 2nd quarter. Taylor wants to throw it. Out wide right, it's Johnson. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They're going to run it.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, this offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the gun, the running back has it. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks and first down.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. DB's right up on the receivers. Give to the back. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They need 1 yard on third down to keep this one going. This will be the 8th play of the drive. Taylor wants to throw. Left side is West. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Out wide left, it's Myers. At the 40, there he goes. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Syracuse right back at it.
Who needs a 2-minute offense? When you're this explosive, this offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in the position to go ahead and score points before the half.
The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Clement. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone, it'll be first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Angelic. Intercepted deep in his own end. Got some room to run. Past the 50. He's at the 30.
Good shit.
He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Come on,
The defense putting points on the board.
Against Anna Gabriel.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And he's not going to take the touchback. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Leaves it with the back. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Timeout taken on the field. It's the second call by Syracuse. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Still running at the 40. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big time pickup on that one.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Clement. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds a yard short at the 49.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Quarterback signaling to his guy. Throwing angelic. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, that DB did everything right on that deep shot. You saw the speed, you saw his ability to turn his hips, and how about getting his head around, locating the football, and then knocking it away? Couldn't have done that better.
Syracuse looking for the 4th down conversion. Snapped it, and he has to have it. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
And your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on 4th down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
Got enough for the first down. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. The official says no good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They'll start on the ground with Bluff Bothwell. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. The Syracuse offense makes its way onto the field. The defense set them up with a turnover and now to try to cash it in. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Right back to it. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Cuse. And they take it in for 6 more points. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Rush right in his face. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Taylor wants to throw it. Oh, pressure's coming. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
Look out. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
And, man, you got to love the way the defense just took this field. Like, offense scores, cuts into the lead, and they had some juice, some energy, flying around, being physical, everybody getting to the football, and now forcing the punt and a chance to give the ball back to their offense to do some damage.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Play of the drive comes from the 41. Wide receiver going in motion. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Orange with a ton of options available on 2nd and short. Quick give. It's Johnson. Swapped immediately. You know what they need. You know what they want, and you know what that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
The kick is on its way. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when they go.
Right down the field. Inside the 50. The 30. And the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. Deep in the end zone, it's Hill. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And after that last completion netted a big fat 0, they're looking at 2nd and 10.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Well, they're throwing this one to the running back out on the perimeter of the field. They didn't get it to him quick enough, though, so he literally had to tap dance there on the sidelines, make sure he was in bounds when he caught it, and just pick up a few yards.
Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that 1st down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
Makes the tackle, really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. The handoff, keep working on that clock. At the 35, he's open. It's a running room. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
He'll do it himself. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option.
Taylor wants to throw. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
But that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Back's got it on the screen. Touchdown, Mississippi State. A great catch and run for 6. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Making the adjustment. Steve Angeli unloads to the wideout. Left side, it's Weaver. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Right side, it's Clement. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Syracuse needs to come up with a big 3rd down play to keep the drive going. Again, it's Angeli. Unloads to the right. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a 1st down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out wide left, it's Meyer. At the 40, there he goes. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Finds his man on the RPO. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Syracuse right back at it.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Tight end now in motion. Going to the run, it's Johnson. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal for the offense. Tries again to get it in. Trying to find the end zone, and he's not going to make it as this defense is making it tough. From the gun on 3rd down, Steve Angeli. into the house. Touchdown, Syracuse.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25.
Ooh.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Rides the option. He keeps it. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Orange calling for a timeout. It's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. Handoff. Left Bothwell. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Timeout taken on the field. It's the second call by Syracuse. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
Incomplete as the screen goes right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They kick it away on 4th down. On his way back from the 20. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Pulled and fired complete. Got the first down with the throw, and he'll get more after taking that shot. It'll be a roughing penalty. When you're trying to protect a lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Angeli fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
One more play to pad the stats. Quarterback keep. Breaks into the open. And they get him on the ground, and that's going to do it. All game is over. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, it just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about, Jesse, finding those things that I do well, building on them, and doing more of them.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
To access the headlight, you're going to want to remove the air manifold. Loosen the 3 screws in the 1 bolt holding the manifold down. Remove the hose from the top pin.
You guys hear the dog challenger in your phone right headlight. That's not working. We just made a video that explains some things that you need to change. If one didn't think about that, how to fix it. Complete video, guys, will be on our. Alright. First.
Ooh.